What's up YouTube? Back again with another new video. So in the last video we discussed a variety of controversial or offensive streetwear graphic tees, and overall I've seen a pretty positive reception and had already had this other video, which I'm doing now, planned like prior to me even knowing that that was going to be so well received. And this one is more specifically tailored towards kind of offensive or banned tees and other items as well that came out from a variety of fast fashion chains, as well as I think there's some sportswear brands on this list as well, but I might kind of like weed it down to maybe a lot less, because last time that video ended up being 23 minutes long and I would like to have this one be somewhere under 13 minutes. But before we get right into that, there is a couple of items I do want to show you, and this first one right here is a tee from a brand called WRLDWIDE. And for those of you who maybe, actually I didn't post it, never mind. I was gonna say, for those of you who ever saw or knew that I was gonna do like this like Star Wars review thing on this other channel, but I never ended up doing it. I am a pretty big fan of the films, except for the not the most recent one, because I didn't bother seeing Solo, but The Last Jedi, not a big fan, but everything else for the most part. Prequels, original trilogy, and some of the Disney ones, not all of them. Overall though, pretty solid lineup of films. And right here, as you can see, we have Princess Leia, played by Carrie Fisher, who passed away either early this year or the end of last year. I'm so off on my timeline right now, but we have this tribute tee, and I really love this graphic. I really, like, when I saw this was the first thing that caught my eye, and this is from a brand called WRLDWIDE. I would recommend going true to size on this tee, and I will leave a link in the description as well as the comment section if you guys are interested in checking out this tee or anything else that WRLDWIDE makes. And right here, I got two tees from a brand called Hidden Files, and right here we have all these skeletons on this graphic tee right here, because I'm trying to up my graphic tees. You know, I'm trying to have more black for the fall winter, because I feel like I do have a lot more kind of other stuff, but I have like a lot more like white graphic tees and other stuff like that. So I'm trying to kind of get more into like the darker colors again. And this is a pretty simple tee. Once again, I would recommend true to size, and I really like the feel of all the tees that I've received, like the one from WRLDWIDE and the ones from Hidden Files. But this one's really dope. Got the spooky boys on it. And then right here, we got this shirt with the Hidden Files logo on the back, or the writing on the bottom. And then you got like a little like cherub in the middle right here. And then you got Love Kills on the front. Now, like I did say, I recommend going true to size on the tees from both of these brands. And with Hidden Files, I think if I remember correctly, I was on the Instagram page for the brand, and I'm pretty sure I saw a graphic tee being worn by Lil Skies. And hopefully that's not like Pray for Paris, how they like photoshopped it. It looks legit to me. I'm a DM, see if it's legit so I can tell you guys. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think of the tees. I will leave links to Hidden Files as well in the description and comment section below. But anyway, let's just get started with the list. And starting off first on this list, we have one that I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching this video is already aware of. It was such a large, kind of overblown controversy in January of 2018, and you'll see why I say it was overblown after I get to the full kind of story. And it is the H&M youth-sized Coolest Monkey in the Jungle hoodie. I mean, Ski Mask made a song with the same title. Like, that thing got so much publicity. So basically, if you're not fully aware of what happened, there was like a young boy. I don't recall where the photo shoot took place, but it was a young boy. He was photographed wearing a green Coolest Monkey in the Jungle hoodie, and I'm pretty sure you can see why a lot of people reacted the way they did. But here's the thing. While Twitter was freaking having their rage storm, but like I said, Twitter is offended all the time. But in this case, it was so bad, like it was trending all over the place. And I remember shortly after, the mom of the boy was all like, yo, I don't see the problem. Like, we're securing the bag by putting my son in this hoodie. Like, there were other kids auditioning too. He's just the one that got the part to, you know, to model the hoodie. So I mean, even the mom was like, yo, shut up. I'm trying to secure the bag right now. But everyone else, you know, went crazy. I mean, there were some, I think it was in South Africa, but I will put a correction if I am wrong. There were some stores that were vandalized. I know in the US there were plenty of little Instagram videos here or there of people like running into the stores and just like knocking down mannequins and stuff because they were so outraged at what they thought the company was doing with the hoodie, like whatever subliminal message they thought they were throwing out there.
Is this allowed? Woo! Ninja style, ninja style. Oh, god damn. Oh, ninja. Yeah, yeah, ninja.
And I mean, all in all, I mean, why are you attacking, like, you know, kind of like minimum wage employees who have nothing to do with the corporate side of things? I mean, they're just trying to, you know, they're just trying to work. But I don't really see how, you know, them working there, like you harassing people who just work in like at the store level, at the retail level. How is that going to solve anything? I don't fully understand the logical mindset behind that. But hey, go, you do you, you do you. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that whole fiasco that happened in January of this year. And next, we have a tee that came out 8 years ago in 2010, and it is from Urban Outfitters, and I believe the brand was BDG, I think it was, but I'm not entirely sure. And there was a V-neck, like a deep V, and I'm looking at it right now, oh my god. So it was a deep V-neck, and on the shirt, it said "eat less" in like a cursive font, and then it has like, you know, like a skinny girl wearing the shirt. And oh my god, man, this too, once again, like everything, like within like what, like the last 10 years, anything that people have a problem with, they will voice it times like a million on Twitter. Twitter is just that place. You know that, we all know that, we're all aware of it, but people were so furious about this tee. And with this one, I mean, what else could they have possibly said it would have meant? I mean, oh man. But anyway, people were so outraged at this tee that Urban Outfitters quickly removed the tee off of the website because people were, you know, rating it with 1 star and like writing all this stuff saying that like they were like promoting anorexia or something like that. It was crazy. Like it was genuinely one of those moments where the whole internet decided to like just jump on top of a company. But in this case, I don't really know if anyone did come to their defense. Like, you know how in the other case, you know, it was like the boy's mom came to the defense of the company. In this case, I don't think anyone actually tried to cover for them. So they kind of just, you know, were like, hey, we're sorry. And then, I mean, they're still doing pretty fine now. So I guess overall it didn't really hurt them too much, but did cause a lot of controversy back in the day. And next, we actually do have one from a pretty well-known brand outside of fast fashion, you know, really known for their sportswear, and it is Nike. And they released like a women's athletic t-shirt, and you know how sometimes it'll say like, oh, just do it, or, you know, like, I don't know, run or workout. Like they'll have some type of like 1 to 3 word like saying or phrase on a t-shirt to kind of get you motivated to work out. Well, this workout tee said gold digging. And it's in gold font, as you can see right here. And a lot of blogs were the ones that caught wind of this, as opposed to Twitter being the one to kind of like out the brand. And they were not having it. Nike pulled it off the site almost immediately, but that didn't stop a lot of other people, you know, like those what are they called, like Redbubble, or like, I don't know what they're called, all those little t-shirt like websites where you can just upload like an image and then they'll sell it like for like $5-10 on a random like cheap t-shirt. They already had the template on there, so it was too late. Like, there's a lot of bootlegs of this roaming around. If you do want it, I guess that would be a place to get like a replica, but I personally don't see why you would want to wear this tee unless you're just trying to make fun of the whole situation. And moving on to the next tee, this one's quite interesting because people got offended about this shirt, but by the time they realized, like by the time they got offended, the shirt was already sold out. So instead of Topshop restocking this shirt, you know, they just sold out the whole bunch, and then they just canceled it once the outrage happened. And it is the new nice new girlfriend. What breed is she? Hey man, I mean, in this day and age, you already know, like, why even make that shirt, bro? Like, you already know what's gonna happen. Like, see, that one, I don't even know what kind of cover up you could have for that. Obviously they're trying to, you know, make a little joke, But, I mean, in 2018, I don't know if the shirt came out in 2018 or not, because I actually don't have a date for this one. But, yeah, man, I could see this one being pretty, you know, hated on heavily. But like I said, the tee was relatively a popular seller and sold out before they were able to, like, immediately ban and cancel the tee. So I'm sure there are plenty of these out there. If, in the event you want this for some reason, I don't really know why you would, but hey, if you do, go ahead and search for it. You might find it. And now we have one from the fast fashion brand known as Zara. And once again, this is another one for children. And this one is the, like, it's like a long stripe sleeve little tee, right? And it has a very unique, like, star on the left side. And here's the thing. It does look really similar to what this is why people got pissed off. So here's a picture of a Holocaust prisoner uniform, and here's a picture of the Zara children's long sleeve. So here's a side-by-side picture, and I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty similar. I mean, I believe Zara's quote directly from them was they were trying to make a shirt that looked like, you know, the Wild Wild West or something, but do I necessarily think that Zara was like, oh, we're gonna put this on here? I don't think that either. Like, I really don't think that a lot of these brands are that cynical to just, you know, get people to hate them. I mean, that's like the opposite of what you want a brand to do, unless you're like, you know, a super, like, you know, streetwear brand, a real edgy streetwear brand. But with like a fast fashion chain, I feel like that's the last thing they want to do is be controversial for the most part, with the exception of the brands that try to make parodies or try to make jokes. But this is a children's clothing item, so I don't necessarily believe they were going for the subliminal here, but hey man, it looks a lot like the prisoner uniform. And of course, naturally, Zara removed the item and apologized shortly after. And one more here from Urban Outfitters. I think I'm gonna end it on this one. I do have so much material, honestly, that I could make another one of these. So if you do like this video, make sure to give it a like, and also comment below if you want the part 2, because I can make this tomorrow and have it up tomorrow. So hey, you guys tell me. But like I said, lastly, we have one. It was a crop top from Urban Outfitters that released 4 years ago in 2014, and it's kind of like an all-over print. And the entire shirt just says depression, like 100 times all over it. So while I was doing a bit more research after filming this video initially, I ended up finding this article titled "The Real Story Behind the Controversial Depression Shirt That Urban Outfitters Decided to Pull." And I found some stuff on here that was pretty interesting regarding the t-shirt. So basically, the shirt was not made in-house by Urban Outfitters. It was actually from a brand based out of Singapore, and the brand name is Depression. So it's not like a random, you know, tee that Urban decided to make, although they did commission the production of the shirt because in Singapore, I guess the brand is relatively popular, and it was like, that's just like their logo. And the original shirt was a men's tee, and Urban Outfitters had requested the brand do the exact same tee, but in a women's crop top. And the actual brand owner ended up releasing a statement. I believe his name is Kenny Lim, or he is the designer possibly. And this is basically what he ended up saying. So I'm going to read some of this excerpt real quick so you guys can get more of like an understanding on like how the tee came to be. So he says, "My partner and I met while we were working in advertising agencies more than 10 years ago. I was a copywriter and he was my art director. After 5 to 6 years of toiling in the cutthroat and exhausting corporate environment, we felt depressed with our loves, our lifestyle, and the quality of our work. We decided to call it quits and left our jobs so that we could pursue our dreams. Out of honesty, we named our design company Depression, as a reminder that design should be honest, as a reminder that we should be happy when we go to work, and we should enjoy what we do every day. And also a reminder that if you are unhappy with your lives, you have the power to change it." So that was an official statement from the brand designer, Kenny Lim, who, like I said, is involved, obviously, with the brand Depression that was sold through Urban. I do believe Urban, because of all the backlash, they did release a couple of statements stating like that they didn't make the tee and it was from another brand that they just sold through the store. But, I mean, I feel like they could have really defended themselves a lot more, considering I feel like the statement released by Kenny is, you know, pretty pretty reasonable. I mean, he gave a pretty thorough explanation on why the brand is called what it is, and he pretty much, I feel like, covered all bases. I mean, I do understand that why, if people didn't know the backstory, why they would be offended, but I mean, Urban easily could have, you know, posted the designer or the brand owner's statement on their Twitter or something, but it doesn't seem like they ever did. You know, it was just other, you know, media outlets that ended up sourcing the information from Kenny, or the quote from Kenny. So I don't know. I feel like they could have handled this a hell of a lot better, as opposed to just, you know, submitting into all the, like, you know, being submissive to all the controversy and basically just apologizing, as opposed to being like, yo, this is the reality of it. I don't know, man. You already know how it is. But anyway, let's just get back to the main portion of this video. But once again, I don't necessarily think that all the stuff always deserves like this strong buildup of hate, considering there's a lot of other stuff that I feel like is way more serious. But I'm not gonna, you know, compare apples to oranges and do all of that stuff. But just like with everything else on here, there was a ton of customer complaints on Twitter, and this was also banned and removed from the website almost immediately once the backlash occurred. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out the links for the Worldwide tee right here, as well as the 2 tees from Hidden Files. I will leave links in the description and comment section below, so make sure to check those brands out. And also make sure to let me know what you think is the absolute worst thing I've shown on this video. And also, like I said, like this video if you want me to drop a part 2. And honestly, I could have it out by tomorrow night. So if you guys really want it, it'll be out tomorrow night. Like, without question, it will be out. So yeah, once again, for the fucking millionth time, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out, YouTube.